the Butterfinger Hole Shot Award, and it's going to be Mike LaRocco, believe it or not.
The Rock.
LaRocco gets the Butterfinger Hole Shot Award.
We always look for the start out of Mike LaRocco, and we have it tonight in his home state. This crowd is going wild.
Unbelievable. LaRocco with the hole shot.
Reed is in last spot.
Chad Reed is in last place. It's LaRocco, Villeman, Short. Listen to the people cheering. They did not expect this.
I did not expect this. Look at every person in the house is on their feet. Look at the background.
Unbelievable. Mike LaRocco's probably waited 16 years to get a hole shot. I can't remember the last time he got one. And now the ball is in his court. We're in the RCA Dome. This is his hometown Supercross. And right now he's got the lead. Villeman is second. Nick Way is back at third. And all the way back in 19th place is Chad Reed. Check it out. LaRocco looked like he was shot out of a cannon right up the middle. He gets to the line first. That's the Butterfinger Hole Shot Award. Byrne bounces off the jump, and that's what happened to Chad Reed. We'll take a look at the onboard camera. You see him on the outside. They get out here to this wall, and right there, the guys start banging up. There's Reed. There's Byrne. It looked like Reed almost tackled that Kawasaki. They just got tangled up, and now he's got a long way to go if he's going to catch this man, Mike LaRocco, who's got to be the oldest man in this field.
I don't think I've ever seen this before in Supercross. We are seeing the wave out of the fans every time around. This crowd is going crazy. Been waiting for this moment. His professional racing debut back in '88, and it looks like it could happen, but it's a 20-lap main event.
Yeah, he's got a long way to go. He just needs to settle down, but you know what? Mike LaRocco's got obviously more experience than anyone out there. I know he wants this bad. You know, he's not even going to ride a full outdoor season this summer, so he's going to go into semi-retirement here pretty soon. But as far as Supercross goes, he still thinks he can win, and I think he's showing it right now on the Factory Connection AMSOIL Chaparral CR250. Yes, he's still on a two-stroke.
Get them all in there. Mike LaRocco's out in front of David Villeman. Nick Way back in third on the Suzuki. Fourth spot is Nathan Ramsey. Nate Dogg is followed by Kevin Windham. Where is Kevin Windham? He is moving up through the pack, and he's not too far behind. Kevin Windham is only 3.14 seconds off the lead. He's back there in the number 5 position.
Yellow flags coming out. Right now you see LaRocco go by. That's Tommy Hoffmaster, who's gone down. Hoffmaster on the side of the track. And they're up over the jump. And now you're going to see them approach another yellow flag, and that is Damon Huffman. Right there, you see that yellow flag. Damon Huffman's off the track. Now, a shot way in the back of Chad Reed. He's in the upper left of your screen. The battle for the lead is down at the bottom. Reed is up to 11th place. Still a long way to go, but he's got a lot of laps left.
17 laps left, and you mentioned Damon Huffman. I was pointing up here like crazy. That's your World Supercross points leader right now, but the leader in the race is Mike LaRocco. I'm still shocked that he's out there. You see him on the lower right, and Chad Reed is way back in 11th spot. This could be LaRocco's night. David Villeman, another guy who really hasn't showed up this year and put himself in position to win too often.
Right now, Villeman's got to be the dark horse. He knows how to get to the winner's circle, too. You can see him keeping LaRocco honest as Reed gets through some of those yellow flags. Right now, Sean Hamlin is kind of gauging himself off of Reed. They're on the other side of the stadium of what you see down here on the lower right of your screen. That's the battle for the lead. And back there, Chad Reed is in 11th, and he's not moving up as fast as I expected he would.
Great battle going on for third spot right now as LaRocco leads Villeman. Nick Way in the 3 position. Fourth spot, Nathan Ramsey. Fifth is Windham. But Mike LaRocco is still out in front. You know, I talked to him. I got to do the interviews in Atlanta, and I said, yeah, you didn't get a great start. And he said, what do you mean? I was like in 7th.
For him, that was a great start.
Right.
Well, he got the start he wanted tonight, so now it's up to LaRocco. Again, Villeman keeping him honest. This is your battle for third. Nick Way hasn't finished on a podium since he's been a Suzuki factory rider. He's got Nathan Ramsey behind him. Of course, Ramsey finished third just last week in St. Louis, and then you'll catch a glimpse of Kevin Windham. And that's our 5th place ride right there. Ramsey comes down the inside. Now they come through the rhythm section. Ramsey's going to have the advantage. Ramsey makes the pass for third, and here comes Windham.
Here comes K-Dub. Nate Dogg does the seat bounce. The Michigan Mafia rider on the inside. Nick Way runs him high, and Windham's going to take advantage. Windham moves into 4th now behind his Honda Honda teammate, but necessarily not teammates in general. The factory Honda of Nathan Ramsey in third. The AMSOIL factory connection Honda in fourth. Nick Way in fifth now. But it's still everyone chasing Mike LaRocco. But this battle for third is a good one because Wyndham is starting to close in on Ramsey.
You know, Wyndham had a perfect opportunity to make some points on Chad Reed after Reed went down, but unfortunately it just doesn't work that way. You get a bad start here, and you got to pay for it. This is a tight track, very technical, and it's tough to move up here. And fortunately, Mike LaRocco doesn't have to move up. He is our leader.
Can Mike LaRocco win in the home state of Indianapolis? He's in the lead right now, and we still have 13 laps to go.
It's unbelievable. You can actually hear the crowd over top the noise of the motorcycles. Rarely has that happened.
Stick with us with more. Welcome back to Indianapolis. Our series points leader, Chad Reed, is working his way through the field. Went down on the first lap, and he is up to the number 7 position right now. But can he still close in on Mike LaRocco, who's winning this thing?
I don't know. He's running out of time, but he's looking good. He just passed Andrew Short. That moved him up another notch. Now he's looking at the back of Nick Way, your 5th place rider. But LaRocco's got 2 full straightaways as we get 9 laps in the book. So Reed, he's riding hard, he's riding fast, but he didn't pass these guys soon enough. As you can see in traffic, he can't use some of those lines he used, though. Right there, a nice inside-out move. Gets a little touch of the wheel on Nick Way. So that puts Reed up to 5th. So he's got to get Billerman, he's got to get Wyndham, he's got to get Ramsey, and he's got to get LaRocco if he's going to get his 9th win of this season.
The biggest names in Supercross in the world, and it's Chad Reed plugging him off one at a time. Next in the books, you said it, is Nathan Ramsey. As we take a look at the interval, 10.9 seconds. He was about a second of a lap faster than everybody a little earlier, and he has 10 laps to go. That could put him in that number 1 spot. It is going to come down to the end.
Well, I have a feeling as the laps start to count down, you're going to see LaRocco actually get faster. He's got to know that this might be his last chance to win in the RCA Dome. I mean, how often does he get a good start? Rarely. And to see him out front, you know, I don't think he wants to see Chad Reed get any closer than he is, but Reed's definitely going to catch him. LaRocco's just got to keep looking forward and keep getting faster.
The Rock, a 45-second lap time. That was faster than he was running in practice. He's not called the Rock for nothing, as we see yellow flags waving on one part of the caution. Here comes Reed. You see those yellow flags waving. Steps on, steps off. He loves that section. This is a fast track, and he's even faster. He's making up time.
Yeah, but the traffic was hurting him earlier. Now he's coming up behind Nathan Ramsey, and you see Ramsey had to kind of hesitate there a little bit because he was behind Jason Thomas. Reed takes the high line right there. A lap rider got in, slowed him down. That's going to cost him. He's going to have to set that pass up again as they come down through the rhythm section. Again, Ramsey is your 4th place rider.
It's your onboard camera that's just in front of him. It is Chad Reed closing in on Nathan Ramsey. Reed in 5th, Ramsey in 4th, and it's Jason Thomas on a Subway Honda that's holding him off just a little bit and takes him to the top.
It cost him that whole lap. He had just caught up to Nathan Ramsey, and then now Reed's going to have to catch him again and set it up, and that is the best thing that could have happened to Mike LaRocco. Right now you see what Thompson's seeing, and he's got to know that this time around, I don't think Reed is going to hesitate.
Jason, he's in 18th spot, but he's holding up Chad Reed right now, and I noticed both Thomas, and there he goes. He lets him by that time. Thomas on a Honda, Ramsey on a Honda, but they're not teammates, ladies and gentlemen.
That cost Chad Reed 2 laps because he didn't make the move the lap before. Now he's got to catch back up to Nathan Ramsey, who's got probably 3 full seconds on him. And wow, just not a way to go through the pack. Meanwhile, up front, Mike LaRocco's got some clear track ahead of him. He's just got to keep moving forward and not worry about this guy right here, Chad Reed. He's in 5th place. That's a long way away from 2nd, let alone 1st.
Let's give you the rundown one more time with 7 laps remaining in this 250cc main event. Mike LaRocco, your leader, ahead of David Billerman, Kevin Wyndham, Nathan Ramsey, and Chad Reed, who went down on the first lap and has worked his way all the way up into 5th spot. But he's got to close in on Ramsey one more time, and then he has K-Dub, Billerman. I mean, he has a difficult task ahead of him.
Yeah, we thought he was going to pass Ramsey 3 laps ago. And this is what I meant by that costing him a couple laps, not being able to get around Jason Thomas. You know, he's flying right now, but the time is running out. We're about 3/4 of the way through this main event, and he's going to have a hard time just getting on the podium, because if he does get Ramsey, the next guy is going to be Kevin Windham, and once again, a lap rider gets in the way. This time the rider looks over. That's Craig Anderson. Comes down the inside, but now he can use that high line. There he goes. Down on the inside. He's going to push him out a little bit.
Yes, he does. Boy, there was an outside rut there, and Chad Reed had no intentions of letting Nathan Ramsey get inside it. Now let's see if Ramsey has anything for him. No. Chad Reed's going to pull away. It looks like Kevin Windham now the next man on the list, and he's starting to battle it out with a Cobra for second spot. And Reed has not finished, not only out of the podium, he hasn't even finished any worse than second.
Come on the inside. Nice move by Kevin Windham. You know what? This is what's been hurting Villeman all year long. He gets to the end of the race, and he starts to get winded. He is going slower than he did at the beginning of the race. Windham is going faster, and so is that man right there, your leader. He's got about 5 laps to go. You still see the crowd yelling. Mike LaRocco just needs to hold on at this point.
The 250cc main event, LaRocco, Windham, and Villeman, your top 3. Welcome back to Indianapolis. This is the Mike LaRocco Show, trying to win for the first time in his home state in the Supercross racing. And this crowd is starting to go nuts because we only have 4 laps remaining, and LaRocco's out in front.
You see him pass Michael Byrne right now. Check it out. Michael Byrne was the guy who went down with Chad Reed in the first quarter. He's getting lapped, but look at Chad Reed. He is up to 3rd, and he is right behind that rider right there, Kevin Windham. So now this is the battle for 2nd and 3rd. And again, before Reed can even think about the win and catching LaRocco, he's got to get around one of these big Hondas, and this time it's Kevin Windham at the controls.
K-Dub knows he's behind. I'm curious to see what kind of pit signals he is getting, because Chad Reed is coming in fast. You see the wheel sticking his nose in there ever so often. The blue flag waving, saying, hey, move over, your leaders are coming in. Michael LaRocco's checking out of this one. Reed has worked his way up from last into 3rd, and Windham is just picking off these lap riders.
And once again, Reed gets kind of hesitant behind the lap riders, and you can see Windham's been able to gap him one more time. I mean, you know, you think Chad Reed is just the perfect Supercross rider, but I'm spotting a weakness tonight. He has a hard time passing lap riders.
You found a weakness. He is the new Superman of Supercross.
Don't count out Ricky Carmichael. Don't give him that crown just yet. Remember, Carmichael's not here. He's the fastest man on the track. Next year, with Carmichael and Bubba in the 250 class, it's going to be amazing. But yeah, that's a weakness. He lost this race because he couldn't pass those lap riders. And crashed in the first turn, of course.
That's his kryptonite. You're taking a look at Kevin Windham, the number 14 Honda in 2nd spot. There is 3rd, just behind the series points leader, Chad Reed. He's moved into 3rd, but he's not getting by Kevin Windham, and his crowd is getting louder and louder because their home state favorite, Mike LaRocco, is looking for the win.
He's about a lap and a half away, Robbie. The battle for 2nd is just what he needs to just keep looking forward. Forget about this. Here you see Reed. He's going to try and get him through the rhythm section. And once again, he has problems with the lap rider.
Chad Reed has not finished out of the top 2 races in 11 times. Has not finished in 3rd. I mean, he's either won 8 events or he's gotten 2nd at 3 of them. And it's the white flag. We're on the last lap. Mike LaRocco is way out in front. Kevin Windham, and we take a look at the interval. It was over 6.5 seconds. And as you see Reed trying to close in on Windham, this place is blowing up for their home state boy.
Yeah, look at the flash pops go off. That's Mike LaRocco in the upper left. Down here at the bottom, this is the battle for, well, actually, we're seeing LaRocco everywhere. Here comes Reed trying on the inside. Through this whoop section, Reed's been very fast. You see him jump through. He gets the corner. He comes to the inside, and Windham holds him off again. But check it out, the top of your screen. Mike LaRocco has won the Indianapolis Supercross.
Mike LaRocco makes history, and the crowd is going nuts. Kevin Windham takes 2nd, Chad Reed 3rd, and I'm clapping myself, Davey Coombs, because I said earlier today, how nice would it be Mike LaRocco to win here, and when he got that whole shot, that was everything he was looking for.
A lot of people are going to go home happy tonight in Indiana. Mike LaRocco, congratulations. You know, this is his 202nd career main event, a record, and he goes out and wins it.
Mike